Hi, yes sir, yes sir. We back. Yeah, we got breaking news. Jalen Rhodes, Keyshawn Johnson, Jeff Van Gundy. If I got that right, Jeff Van Gundy. I don't know if I said his name or his brother name. And Max Kellerman was fired. ESPN. Now I gotta say this. ESPN. They did the right thing. They did the right thing for firing Max Kellerman because he always picking the Cowboys to go to Super Bowl. And they fired Keyshawn Johnson because they always don't know what they're talking about. They always pick the Cowboys to go to the Super Bowl, just like all the other Cowboy fans. Who else? Yeah, they fired Jalen Rose. Um, I believe Stephen A. Smith got something to do with that. Them firing Jalen Rose, I believe Stephen A. Smith got something to do with that. And don't try to tell me Stephen A. Smith don't control nothing at ESPN. Yes, he do. He tried to say he might lose his job. No, he ain't. He ain't going nowhere. If he do lose his job, they gonna bring him back in like 2 weeks. So yeah, like they BSing. And with Jeff Van Gundy getting fired, I'm kind of glad he got fired because he didn't know how to basketball coach. I remember when basketball players used to get into a fight, he used to grab their legs. Like, dude, what are you doing? Like, is he slow or something? Like, he used to grab people's legs when they used to get into fights. Like, dude, what are you doing in the middle of a fight? I remember Alonzo Mourning and Larry Johnson got into a fight. He gonna grab Alonzo Mourning's leg. Like, that's when I like kind of stopped being a Knicks fan. Like when he did that. Like that. Like, what are you jumping in that for? But yeah. Let's move. Jalen Rose was fired. Stephen A. Smith said he was gonna miss him and all that. First of all, he could. He ain't got no power to come back to get his job back. Stephen A. Smith, what are you talking about? You got something to do with that firing because you doing something with Molly. Why ain't Molly fired? She's worse. She the worst person on TV. She always interrupting people. Like, bruh. Like, why she ain't fired? Yeah, you want her there because you like that, huh? You like that, huh, Stephen A. Smith? Try to say, oh, I might lose my job too, bruh. You control things at ESPN because you got Max Kellerman off that First Take show. You could work. You couldn't work with Max Kellerman, but you could work with Molly. Okay, okay, Mr. Stephen A. Smith. You can hear the fireworks playing out. Oh, who else? Um, who else? Yeah, Jalen Rose. I believe Stephen A. Smith got something to do with Jalen Rose getting fired. Um, yeah, and they did the right thing on Keyshawn Johnson. First of all, I don't even know how he got to ESPN. Like, he was garbage. Like, I don't know. And then who else? Yeah, I think they got rid of Steve Young, which I don't know why. He wasn't that bad. All he did, he was just there for Monday nights. They should get rid of Mark Jackson too. I mean, he's okay as a basketball announcer or analyst, but he wasn't that good. He wasn't a good basketball player. Like, I don't know how he made it to the NBA. He was not good. Like, what year did he have that was good? Like, he was not a good point guard. Like, who else was trash? That was a point guard. Charlie Ward, he was trash. Uh, yeah, like Mark Jackson, he was trash. Like, he ain't had no moves. He couldn't dribble. He couldn't shoot. He had a weird shot. Like, I don't know. I don't know how he made it to the NBA. People try. I don't know. I think he won. He one of the worst top players of all time. Like, I don't know how he made that man made it to the NBA. Cause he is not. He wasn't good at all. Like, Muggsy Bones was better than him. If I had to pick a point guard, I was better than him. Muggsy Bones was better than you, and he's shorter than you. Like, I don't know. He wasn't good. Like, Mark Jackson wasn't good. I don't know how he made it to the NBA. He was a basketball coach. Like, I'm glad the Warriors fired him because he didn't win no championships for him. So yeah, like, he's not. I don't know. He's okay basketball analyst or announcer, but I wouldn't. But as a basketball player, I don't know how he made it to the NBA. I don't. And who else? Yeah, so yeah, Jalen Rose got fired, which is complete disrespect because he didn't deserve to get fired. He deserved his job. Like, I don't know. He wasn't. He wasn't a. He wasn't a garbage basketball player, but he wasn't that good either. I don't know. Just I don't know. So yeah, man. But man, yeah. So yeah. Look. I like this loader. Look at this loader. Look, people just come by the house and just chill by your house. That's why I hate living by people. That's why I hate living in the city. They do this every night. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Whatever. This is people just like this looter. But yeah, it's crazy. They all got fired. ESPN doing the right thing. But I believe Stephen A. Smith controlling some of these firings. He tried to say he might be on the list. Bro, you not on that list because you throw black peoples under the bus. Stephen A's not on that list. Like, he need to quit talking and say, "Oh, I might get fired next." Bruh, you're not gonna get fired next because you're not on that list. You be throwing black people, you be throwing everybody under the bus, black people under the bus. Okay, you might threw some couple white peoples under the bus, like Max Kellerman, which he acts more blacker than you. But so what? You throw a lot of black people's under the bus. Like, I'm glad I didn't make it to no NBA. I'm glad I make it to the. I'm glad I ain't make it to the NFL because y'all ain't gonna get on me, get on TV and talk about me like a scarlet dog. I'm glad I didn't make it. Y'all can have y'all money. Oh well. And I was good enough to make it. So yeah. And a lot of peoples I grew up with should have made it to NBA. I'm glad they didn't make it either because y'all would have talked about them like a scarlet dog. So yeah. So yeah, man. And yeah. Yeah, like people just come here and chill, like come by my house and chill. And then they throw trash everywhere. Which I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna turn my car light on and hopefully they pull off. But yeah, anyways, I'm out and later.